think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud. So line 'em up, turn it up and keep it down. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love, the place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Working quickly here. On 1st down, here's Darts. Short pass brought in. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've set it down from 37. Going on 1st down, it's Darts. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Ball in left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Dart going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
There's a dive up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up their opening drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere in the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. They sure did.
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. It is caught left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys have taken the first quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And these guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Eagles 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. He brushed him off with ease. And his drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Given 5 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Still anybody's game here in the early goings. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down. It looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. On 4th down, Hurts. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down, too.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Hurts on first down. Buying some time right. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Guys out wide. Here we go, third and long.
Don't touch it. 180, 180. Don't touch it.
Here he goes, third and long. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on it. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Dart. Finds Hyatt. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Up to the races, middle of the field. And that is a touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys drive their lead to 11.
Eagles 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Forced out to his right. That's complete to Bowers outright. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Brought down by Quay Walker. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More football from the link coming up in just a moment.
17-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 73! 73! Great, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. He brings it in. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Tiger slow, tiger slow. Man.
3rd and 1, here's Hurts. It's complete, this is Bowers. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4.
Eagles 17. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Oh, he loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted and they took the ball away to boot. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Don't touch it. Hey, let's go. Don't touch.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. He's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Going on 1st down, it's Dart. And he's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
22 yards. Complete to Monique Neighbors.
On 1st down, here's Dart. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the in route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He's hanging on to this one on the 2nd down option. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
It's his running back. And he has it right near midfield here. He's about a yard short. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Plowing up the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Another carry for him. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
180.
Running left with Bigsby. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. On the move, headed right. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. That's a pretty darn smart play right there, and you've got to be so careful. You've got to make sure 100% that you're outside that tackle box before you throw it away, because you don't want to hand them a safety off an unforced mistake.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Maybe, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Your start now. Bails out of the pocket quick. It connects down the sideline. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job.
He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys grab the lead on their first series of the half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Sanders connects on the point after. And these guys take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. This will end up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Even 10-yard gain on the play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
On first down, Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
63.
On the gun, here's a handoff. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th-quarter lead. Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Starks. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Quick to the left, it's caught. He's taken down at the 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Hurts. He's got it inside the 10. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage,
pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
63.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Buys time, rolling right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Finds Hyatt. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, here's Dart. Look at that power, deep left side. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. Sigh of relief for the defense. And you got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Setting up to pass. Connecting on the slant. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. New set of downs for them. It starts at the 38. From the gun, it's Tracy. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back. You get some serious yards on the table.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
They're going to pass it here. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's a design run. That should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. Brown with a return here. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
Take over first down 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts setting up to throw. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Good. Set.
To throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Hurts on 1st down. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up.
Set.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. What a game for our winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ended on Fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can that's dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and broken, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ended on Fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, Anna, wait, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm stripped up, the tires, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old was on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip it the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to her. 100 racks and 1 do about the flood out.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. This in my mind, willing, this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play.
Out of my way,
get out of my way,
out of my way,
out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm